In addition, a cohesive or at least less fragmented media environment overseen by human editors and publishers reflected the growing popular support for climate action by the government and by companies. Against this backdrop, low-carbon financial pledges began to occur, more searching underwriting of large carbon-intensive projects. This was an enormous change from 2005 to 2015. The amount of internal deliberation at the big banks to do big carbon-intensive project finance, American banks not so much project finance, but big capital markets transactions, it was an enormous shift. Didn't mean the amount of carbon that was financed went down, but the amount of internal analysis that was done and the amount of understanding where the policy trajectory was headed and what the long-term effects were for these carbon clients was much, much higher. It really was. This is a direct result of what investor engagement did for the big banks and civil society. Against this backdrop, low-carbon financial pledges began to occur. More searching and underwriting of large carbon-intensive projects and industries was implemented. And all of this gave impetus to a broadened acceptance that environmental and social risks should be recognized and managed. It was against this backdrop that we set about, these teams in the big banks, set about creating due diligence frameworks for a range of industries. And this was directly related to the corporate governance of these institutions. We were in very frequent contact with the corporate secretary's office. The board cared. Board charters were revised as a result of these activities to give specific subcommittees of the board jurisdiction or authority and oversight of these activities. So the nexus of what I'm talking about had a very direct connection to the internal governance practices of these institutions.